And hello, all my fellow nerds out there. This is Oracle Nerd Richie, and welcome back once again to Criminally Yours. So last time, if I can't even remember what happened last time. Last time we finished it. We finished a project presentation that our character and Nicholas was doing. I think that's the only thing I can think of. I don't really know how else to describe this to you guys, but anyways, we're continuing the story from where we last left off. We're out and about at a party. Nick and I gravitate to each other, naturally. He takes a seat across from me, leaning against the bar. His usual confident grin lights up the room. One more round? One more round? I'm buying. I smile, feeling the warmth of the drink already settling in. Sure, why not? I haven't even finished my first one. I know better than to let myself drink too much. I need to be at my best tonight. The rest of the group is delighted by his generous offer. I hear our boss in the distance. His voice cuts through the chatter far too easily. I guess all those years as a drill sergeant helped. Everyone, thank Nicholas for the drinks. He's covering. I freeze mid-sip, blinking in surprise. Nick covered the whole thing? Not just this round? My mind races as I try to process it. There's no way he has that kind of money. Unless he's a secret Nepo baby or something. Sure, he's always been a bit of an enigma, but... I glance at him, but he's casually sipping his drink, unfazed by the praise. Should I ask him about it? I should, but then I quickly push the thought aside. The party continues on. I find myself drifting in and out of conversation with various coworkers. Through it all, I can't help but notice Nick by my side. His presence easy and comforting. He's been different lately, more open, and I'm not sure what to do about it. I figured we could date casually, just enjoy each other's company with no strings attached. But, but the feeling we've expressed go deeper than flirting. I could really see myself falling for him. And if I haven't read him all wrong, I think he feels the same way about me. We've almost kissed twice now. While I wish that came to pass, I think it was fate it had it. I don't want to end things just as if they're getting good, but there will be more nights like this. I'll I'll have to cut short. A life constantly spent apart. Nick deserves someone who gives the relationship their all. I know I can never give him that. I shouldn't have let him on. I watch him smile and speak so easily with the others. I feel my throat tighten up and tears well in my eyes. I'm sorry, Nick. I just like you so much. I have to do it now. The longer I wait, the worse it'll be. It'll be okay. It has to be okay. As the night wears on, I glance at my watch. It's getting late, and I know I need to leave before it gets any later. I think I'm going to head out. I tell Nick alone, my voice quieter than usual. I was hoping we could talk before I go. Nick looks at me, a slight frown tugging at his lips. My pleasure. I give him a serious look, and whatever is left of his smile melts off his face, leaving a wary expression in its place. Yeah, we can talk. Buzz of conversations fade out as we step out into the cool night. It's almost our time. The thought saddens me. I don't know how often we'll spend together after this, depending on how he takes it. This could very well be our last conversation. I take a deep breath, trying to calm my racing thoughts.
So, what's on your mind?
Nick's voice is soft, and the kind of sound you'd expect in a room full of silence, not amidst a party. He walks over slowly, hands in his jacket pockets, his steps cautious but steady. My heart stutters in my chest. I wanted to talk about us. My tone says it all. I force myself to continue, though every word feels like it's being dragged, kicking, and screaming out of me. It's complicated, Nick. Believe me when I say I never wanted to have this conversation. Nick steps closer, his gaze unwavering.
Complicated? Feels like something more than complicated. You're pushing me away before we've even started.
Inhale sharply. I know what he wants to hear. I know what he's hoping for, but I can't give in. Not with the double life I lead and the danger that comes with it. Not without risking everything. I just don't think it's a good idea. I don't want to be selfish. The words are true, but come out stiff and unconvincing. Nick raises an eyebrow, clearly not satisfied with my answer.
Why shouldn't you be selfish? This is about us, not anyone else. Do you think we wouldn't work?
I hesitate, fighting back the urge to run, but I owe him more than this vague response. He deserves an explanation, even if it's not the truth. No, I think we do work well. I just have a lot of personal things going on. Things I can't share. Things that I'm not ready to share with anyone. Not right now. Nick furrows his brow, a flicker of confusion crossing his features.
I know you said you aren't ready to share, but I want you to know you can talk to me. Maybe not now, but eventually.
I know. He runs a hand through his hair.
I just don't like the idea of you rejecting me and using this as an excuse. If this is true, then I can accept that.
Of course, it's the truth. I do like you. Don't doubt that for a second. I turn away from him, taking a deep breath. I can feel my composure beginning to slip. It's not it's not just about me, Nick. It's about us. I don't think I'm in the right place to be with someone romantically right now. I've got responsibilities, things that come before everything else. Nick doesn't say anything for a long moment. His silence pressing down on me like a weight. I don't want to see the disappointment on his face, but I can feel it there, even without looking.
Responsibilities? That's the reason you're pulling away? Because you have responsibilities?
Yes, I have things I have to take care of, things that aren't normal. And if I let myself get involved with you, it wouldn't be fair to you. You deserve someone who can be there, really there. And I'm just not that person. I may never be. Nick looks like he's trying to figure me out, piecing together the cryptic words I've given him.
So this is just who you are. Someone with responsibilities, and you think it's better for both of us if I just walk away.
I turn to face him fully, trying to keep my expression neutral. I'm trying to protect you, Nick. I can't risk dragging you into my mess. You wouldn't understand. He takes a step forward, eyes narrowing. Try me. I don't care if I get hurt. I feel a pang in my chest. Is he crazy? Nick, there are things about me. Things that could hurt you. I can't put you in that kind of danger. I won't. There's a long silence as Nick stares at me, his expression unreadable. Finally, he takes a step back, his hands still in his pockets. I don't know what you're hiding from me, but I do know that you don't trust me enough to let me in. And that's what hurts. Not whatever mysterious responsibilities you're talking about. You're allowed to have your secrets, of course. I just wish you'd let us be together. And you can tell me whenever you're ready. Even if you've never told me, it would be okay. That's how much I like you. I feel the sting of his words, but I can't let myself soften. I can't let myself get lost in this. Not when there's too much at stake. I'm sorry. I whisper, almost mouthing the words to him, my throat tight. I really am, but it's not going to work. Nick doesn't respond immediately. Instead, he looks down on the ground, his jaw tightening as he exhales a long breath.
I get it. You don't want this. You don't want me.
I didn't say that. And if you think I did, then you weren't listening. Or maybe I am right and we aren't going to work. I care about you. I know it sucks to the end, so it's ended so soon, but it's better this way. Nick finally looks at me, his expression softer now, but tinged in something else I can't quite place.
I only want you.
I swallow, trying to find the right words, but none come out. Please don't make this harder for me. I know you'll make someone really happy one day. I just won't be that person. Nick doesn't argue. He just nods once, the sound of street filling the silence that follows.
Fine.
He turns to head back inside.
I'll let you go. But if you ever want to talk about what's really going on, you know where to find me.
I watch him walk away, every step cutting deeper into me. I want to say something to stop him, but I know I can't. Not without risking everything I've worked so hard to keep hidden. And so I stay silent. I know I've made the right decision, even though it feels like I just let something important slip away. It was going to. It wasn't always. It was always going to hurt, but not like this. The weight of the world sits heavy on my shoulders as I arrive at the convenience store on my way home. The streets are dark and empty, the silence almost suffocating. I wish I knew exactly when Cronus is going to appear, and I could really use something to work out my frustrations right about now. I push open the door to the store and grab a bottle of water, along with a snack. Nothing special, just something I do before a storm hits. Step back outside and feel a sting of the cold air on my cheeks. I glance around for any signs of movement, noting the silence. I continue my walk, trying to ignore the growing pit in my stomach. While climbing the steps of my apartment, I notice something's off right away. The front door is ajar. I freeze for a second, my heart pounding against my chest. I take hesitant steps forward. This isn't right. My mother would never leave the door like this. Rush inside, frantically searching the place. Mom? Mom, where are you? The house is empty. Panic grips my heart and my breath quickens. I run to the phone, my hands shaking as I dial 911. 911, 911, what's your emergency? Voice is calm, at odds with how I'm currently feeling. My mom, she's gone. She's missing. My voice cracks as I speak. A rising sense of urgency flowing through me. Wait, dispatch officer to your location. Stay in line, please. I don't wait for them. I leave my phone where it is and race back outside. It's then that I see him. Nick. I saw dead in my tracks, my breath hitching as I catch his gaze. He's standing there in the street, his posture tense, like he's been waiting for me. Nick? What are you doing here? Nick's jaw tightens.
I saw it. Kronos, he took her.
My blood runs cold, the air feeling heavier all of a sudden. What? Where is she? What do you mean he took her? Where is she? He steps closer, his voice low but urgent.
I saw the whole thing. I was close by, walking down the street, and I saw Kronos grab your mother. He disappeared with her.
I feel the ground shift beneath me. My hands shake as I reach for him, my heart hammering. No, this can't be happening. He can't do this. Nick looks at me, something flickering in his eyes, a mix of concern and determination.
You're not alone in this. Let me help.
I stare at him for a moment as his offer hangs in the air. Something in me breaks. It's all just too much. The weight of the secret I've been carrying for so long has become suffocating. Help me? I can't do this. This is exactly what I wanted to avoid. I can't drag you into this. My voice falters as I take a deep breath, feeling like I have no choice now. Nick tilts his head, his eyes narrowing as he watches me.
What are you talking about?
I pull my jacket tighter around myself. The tension in the air is unbearable. I'm the reason Cronus is after her. I'm Oracle. Nick's confusion deepens, and I finally let the truth slip. I'm a superhero. I've been hiding it from you, and from everyone. But Cronus, he's after me, and now he's gone after my family. Nick blinks, clearly trying to process what I've just said. We need to go. My mom's still out there. I can't waste any more time. Without another word, Nick nods. He's not asking questions anymore. He's not backing away.
I'm with you. Let's get your mother back.
I don't know. I feel like I shouldn't trust you, though. I feel like I shouldn't trust you. I run inside and grab my suit. The fabric slips over my skin, and in a flash, I'm ready. Together with Nick, we head out into the night. The abandoned warehouse I'd seen my vision lose ahead of us, a blot against the dark sky as we approach. I feel familiar chill crawl my spine. I can sense Kronos' presence before I even see him. His energy, his smugness, it all radiates off him like a foul aura. I can't let him win again. Nick stays close, but his eyes flicker over my superhero gear, understanding now.
Are you sure you can handle him?
His voice is steady, but concerned. I nod, clenching my fists. I don't have a choice. We enter the warehouse, and there, in the center, sits my mother, alive as calm as she can be. Baby? Oracle, is that you? Relief floods through me as I rush her side, pulling her into an embrace. Be careful, I think he's still around. It's okay, Mom, you're safe now. Nick, quick, take her somewhere else. I'll deal with Kronos. I'll take care of him. You stay with my mom. Keep her safe. Nick nods, taking my mother's hand and guiding her gently.
I'll take care of her. You take care of him.
With a last glance at both of them, I rush out, and my mind set on finding Kronos, the ending, and ending this once and for all. The streets blur beneath my feet as I race through the city, the wind howling in my ears. Every corner I turn, every alley I dart down, there's nothing. No trace of Kronos. I've been searching for hours, and my muscles ache from the workout I put them through. The adrenaline is starting to wear off, and a familiar weight of failure presses down on me. I stop to catch my breath, hands on my knees, but there's nothing to catch anymore. He's, he's gone. He got away. I should have been able to stop him. Instead, I'm left with the gnawing emptiness inside me. The important thing is that I got my mother back. I need to make sure it doesn't happen again. Kronos never stays away for long. I just know there will be another attempt. So I turn, dragging my exhausted body back home. When I walk through the door, I hear a soft murmur of voices coming from the living room. I see my mother and Nick chatting over coffee. I force a smile, I but I know it's fooling no one. Are you okay? I should be asking you that. Her face is now softer, no longer tense from the previous chaos I'd rescued her from, but I know she's worried. It's it's nothing. I've had my fair share of kidnappings in my day. Nick lets out a laugh. It's weird. I've never had someone else involved in our discussions about herodom before. Oh, the stories I could tell you. But you've got to keep them a secret like I told you. Yes, ma'am. I promise. You guys' secret dies with me. This is a serious matter. Please treat it as such. For our safety. He nods this time. Yes, I'll protect you both as much as I can. My mother chuckles. I believe that's our job. Or rather, Richie's. I'll do better next time. I'll keep you both safe. Kronos will never lay a single finger on you ever again, Mom. I swear. She nods. I know. I brush past them and step into the kitchen to grab a glass of water. My mother groans as she begins to stand. Nick rushes over to help her, but she stops him like she always does to me. Thank you, you're such a gentleman, but I got this. It's good for me. I'm retiring early. I want to read my book before bed. Love you, darling. Love you too. Sleep well. Sleep well. And Nick, it was wonderful meeting you. Maybe we can chat under less dire circumstances next time? He smiles.
I'd like that. I mean, if it's okay.
He looks at me, asking for permission silently. Without thinking, I agree. Until then. Nick and I watch as she enters her room and shuts the door. A silence settles between us. He looks at me with those warm, unwavering eyes, and it takes everything in me not to break down right there and then and there.
Hey. Are you okay to talk again?
Last discussion crosses my mind all at once.
I understand what you meant now. You're afraid of what could happen. I get that. But that doesn't change how I feel. You don't have to push me away because of it.
I turn to face him, my emotions bubbling to the surface. He's standing there, so calm, so sure of himself. He loves me. He really loves me that much? Even after everything he's seen, it couldn't have been more spelled out. I swallowed hard, struggling to keep my calm, but the words spill out before I can stop them. I'm scared, Nick. I'm scared of losing you. What happened tonight, it was all like my worst fears were coming true. I couldn't even stop Kronos. He's still out there, and next time, maybe he won't be so merciful. I can't predict what he'll do. Well, that's not entirely true.
What do you mean?
I hesitate for a moment. This is the only thing left that Nick doesn't know about me. Do I tell him? I'm actually left with the choice. Okay. I feel like I shouldn't tell him. Like, even after all of this, it doesn't feel right to actually tell him. Like, he already knows I'm Oracle now. I feel like I shouldn't tell him. I feel like I don't have to tell him or something. Yeah, no. I mean, I know him pretty well at this point. I can pretty much guess what he'll do next. Doubt that. Nick steps forward, closing the space between us, until there's nothing left. His hand gently cups my cheek, and My breath hitches at his touch.
You don't have to be perfect.
His voice is thick with emotion.
I love you for who you are. Oracle,
Hmm.
whatever. I just want you.
I feel my walls crumble. The dam breaks. My breath stutters as tears spill down my cheeks. I never thought I'd let myself be vulnerable, but at this moment, I feel like it's the only thing I can do. Nick pulls me into his arms, and I let myself fall into him. For the first time in what feels like forever, I feel safe. I feel like maybe, just maybe, everything will be okay. I love you too. I always loved you, Nick. He pulls he pulls back just enough to look in my eyes. His expression soft and tender. The kind that melts away all my doubts without a word. He leans in, pressing his lips against mine. It's everything I've been longing for. The world slips away, and for a brief, beautiful moment, only the two of us exist. The kiss deepens, slow and lingering, and the tension in my body finally unravels. He holds me firm in place, sucking on my lips like he's been starved. I let him kiss me with all the passion I couldn't bring myself to display. It, it's like he's healing me with every peck, every pull of my lip, every flick of. When we pull apart, I take a moment to process everything. There's no more fear, no more uncertainty. Just us. The new us.
Can we try? Will you be with me? Please.
I wanted to try it. I always did. I was afraid. I was still scared. Maybe I always will be.
I am too. I thought I'd lost you for good. It was driving me crazy.
His eyes look a little unsteady. He looks pitiful? Like a sad child or an abandoned puppy. I grab his face and kiss him in the hopes it'll perk him up. I can almost swear I see his eyes dilate. It seems to do the trick.
I'm never gonna be able to forget this moment.
He's so intense. To feel this wanted. I don't know if it frightens me or gets me riled up. Maybe it's some mix of both. Do you want to have a midnight snack at my place? Like what? I was thinking of ordering pizza. You know, try to end the night on a good note. Okay, that sounds good. We don't say anything else. We don't need to. Instead, I let him take my hand and we leave the house, walking side by side towards his. The night is ours. No more hiding, no more running, just Nick and me, finally together. The elevator glides up so smoothly I barely feel it moving. The doors part with a soft chime, and Nicholas steps out first, glancing back at me with a small smile, then leads the way down the quiet hallway. The place is really intimidating from the outside, and inside doesn't disappoint. I had a feeling he was well off, but seeing where he lives, the effortless luxury of it, makes it real in a way it wasn't before. I didn't even know there was a place like this within walking distance of my apartment. Here we are. He stops in front of the dark wooden door with a gleaming silver handle. He unlocks it with an easy flick of his wrist and pushes it open. After you. I step inside and immediately notice the difference between the cool and modern hallway and the space that belongs to him. The apartment is warm, both in temperature and atmosphere. The lighting is soft while the decor is stylish, but not sterile. The massive floor-to-ceiling window takes up a wall, revealing a glittering cityscape below. But my attention is captured by the fireplace. Wow. I breathe, taking it all in. Nick chuckles as he shuts the door behind us. You like it? It's alright. I giggle, loving our new dynamic. He shrugs, setting his keys down on a small table by the entrance. It's home. It's a premium bachelor pad, is what it is. I wander further in, trailing my finger along the edge of the marble countertop, in the open concept kitchen. The place smells faintly of expensive cologne, leather, and something woodsy? Like a lingering scent of a bonfire on a crisp night. Nick pulls out his phone.
I'm ordering pizza. Anything specific you want?
I look at him over my shoulder. Surprise me. I feign a sexy voice. His lips quirk.
Dangerous answer.
But he places the order without hesitation, moving through the familiar motions like someone who does this often. Once he's done, he sets his phone down and walks over to a sleek wine rack mounted on the wall. He pulls out a deep green bottle, turning it in his hands before glancing back at me.
This was a gift from my parents. Some ridiculous vintage they insisted I save for a special occasion.
His smile tilts just a little.
I think this qualifies.
I watch as he expertly uncorks the bottle and pours two glasses. When he hands me one, our fingers brush, sending a small but noticeable shiver up my arm. Well, what should we toast to? I raise my glass slightly. Nick thinks for a second. Then his gaze lands on me, warm and steady.
To first.
I nod, smiling as I clink my glass against his. To firsts. To us. I reflexively close my eyes, savoring the smooth, rich red wine. It warms my throat as I swallow. To be completely honest, I myself am not really a wine person. I prefer more. I guess I prefer more fruity flavors when it comes to alcohol. Nick watches me, his expression unreadable. Good? I exhale slowly and nod. Very. He grins, pleased, and takes a sip himself. Then he moves over to the couch, a deep charcoal-colored sectional, positioned perfectly in front of the fire. He sits and stretches out his legs. I hesitate for only a second before joining him. The fire crackles, casting a golden light across his sharp cheekbones, the curve of his jaw. I catch myself staring and quickly take another sip of wine. Whatever I can to drown away my oncoming nerves. Nick's voice is quiet but amused. So, what do you think? Of the wine? He shakes his head. Of all this? He gestures vaguely to the apartment with one hand and the other holding his wine glass steady. I look around it again, taking in the high ceiling, the artwork on the walls, the shelves lined with books, and the collection of vinyls on one wall. It's very you. Nick raises an eyebrow. And what does that mean? He looks nervous. I smirk. Expensive, a little intimidating, but also warm and inviting. His expression softens slightly. I'm glad you think so. Before I can respond, there's a knock at the door. That must be the pizza. That was fast. I guess it helps to tip well. With an easy grin, he pushes off the couch. I watch as he grabs his wallet and heads to the door, exchanging a few words with the delivery guy. He returns with the pizza box. The smell of melted cheese and garlic fills the air, making my stomach growl, and I only hope he didn't hear it. Okay, moment of truth. He sets the box down on the coffee table and opens it with a flourish. It's a classic choice, and my favorite, vodka pizza. I don't think I've ever actually had vodka pizza. Like, is it anything similar to a margarita pizza or no? I feel like it isn't. Not bad. I was expecting something way more chaotic. Nick smirks. I considered anchovies just to mess with you. And I narrow my eyes playfully. That would have been a deal breaker. Yeah, I actually don't like anchovies either. Noted. We dig in, eating straight from the box, in alternate bites with sips of wine. I resist the urge to moan at the taste. there's no shortage of great pizza places, but this is easily one of the best I've had. Maybe it's made better by the company. Nick shifts, draping one arm across the back of the couch. It's a casual motion, but I'm acutely aware of the space, or lack thereof, between us. His scent mingles with the wood smoke and wine. The conversation flows easily, punctuated by laughter and the occasional clink of our glasses against the coffee table. At this point, he tells me a ridiculous story from his teenage years. Something about sneaking into a high-end party he definitely wasn't invited to, and I laughed so hard I nearly spilled my drink. Nick stares at me, his eyes glinting with something unreadable.
I love your laugh. Have I ever told you that?
The sudden shift in tone makes my breath catch. I glance at him, my smile lingering but softer now. I don't think so. He shakes his head, slow and deliberate.
I really should have.
The air feels heavier, charged. The fire. Sorry. The air feels heavier, charged. The fire flickers, casting shadows across his face. His looks beautiful against his mismatched eyes. Nick moves closer, just a little. His fingertips brush my wrist, barely a touch, but enough to send a shiver through me. I swallow, my heart thudding a little harder against my ribs. His gaze drops to my lips before flicking back up.
Can I kiss you?
My breath catches again. I don't answer words, I just lean in. Nick meets me halfway. The first touch of his lips is soft and teasing. When I don't pull away, he deepens the kiss, his hands moving to cup my jaw. His thumb brushes my cheeks, slow and soothing. I shift, turning towards him fully, and he takes the invitation, pulling me in. The kiss grows heavier, more urgent. I taste the wine on his lips, making it all the more intoxicating. The heat of the fire and the warmth of his palm against my face add to the intensity. I slide a hand into his hair, and he exhales sharply, the sound vibrating between us. His other hand moves to my waist, pulling me closer until I'm practically against him. The fire crackles, the scent of smoke and spice thick in the air. When we finally break apart, we're both breathing a little harder. Nick presses his forehead against mine, his fingers still resting slightly on my waist.
That was...
I let out a breathless laugh. Yeah. He chuckles, his thumb tracing lazy circles on my hip. For a moment, we just sit there. The firelight flickers around us, and the warmth of his body grounds me. I don't know how the rest of the night will go, but I don't know. But I know I don't want to leave. And judging by the way Nick's fingers tighten slightly around my waist, he's not quite done yet. Oh, okay. We bump into each other once, twice, and 3 times before we're both satisfied. We collapse beside him on the bed, completely spent. I've never come. I'd never. Jesus. I'm assuming they spelt it like that to not insinuate something, but okay, sure. 4 times in one night. You know what? That's a record. But there's a first for everything. I turn to face Nick, who looks so good, even slick with sweat. I consider going for round 5. Jesus Christ, dude, calm down, buddy. Calm down. But I think I'm already going to be way too sore tomorrow.
Fuck. I knew you were something special.
I'm glad that they at least keep the characters in their clothes. Jeez. I mean, I want to keep this safe for YouTube, guys. I've got super endurance.
You're telling me. How can I keep up with a superhero? I'm sure I can go again if you give me like an hour. And a meal. And a nap.
That was intense, but first, let me take a nap. I laugh. You're good. You're good. I'm more than satisfied. That was crazy.
I'm gonna have to get another job. I need more time in the day to do that.
I shove his shoulder playfully.
You're fucking perfect.
He strokes the side of my face, kissing me slowly, taking me in. It's become second nature already. I love his taste, how he feels, how he makes me feel. I love you.
I love you.
He says it like he's trying to complete. He's trying to compete. I can't read. I definitely smile across his features, his eyes trailing down my body.
I've said it before. You look great in your suit, but your clothes do look better on my floor.
God, dude. I already kind of have a feeling I know where the story is going, but you know what? Enjoy the moment. I laugh, then I stop. When did he say that? Did he say that? I heard that once before. Yep, realization's starting to kick in. Post clarity, my friend. No. My heart folds in on itself. The vision goes across. The world slows to a crawl. He didn't say that. Kronos did. He said it. Nick said it. Nick? Kronos? He's... No. God, no. I know it's true. Something in the universe clicks then. Dread falls over me. I can't even react. Richie? Are you alright? I flinch, looking at him, no longer seeing Nick. His eyes are filled to the brim with concern. I close my eyes, pinching the bridge of my nose. Got a bit of a migraine. Sorry. Mind giving me a moment? Oh, babe. He strokes my arm with his hand in soothing motions, but it makes my skin crawl. I need to go to the bathroom. Give me a moment. He nods slowly. Let me know if you need anything. Yeah. I say, to nothing and no one. I feel the urge to escape. I don't care how. I need to get out of here. I find the bathroom and thank my lucky stars when I spot the window. Now it's just a matter of clothes. I scan the bathroom and find one luxurious towel. It'll have to do. It's the middle of the night. I can get back unseen. I just need to go. I reach for the towel wrapping around me and bolt out of the window and into the brutally cold night.
Babe, are you okay?
Uh-oh. He said he had a migraine, but oh, are we in his POV now? Oh no. But he's been there in the bathroom for 30 minutes. Oh no. My chest fills with concern as I got out of the bed and entered the restroom. My entire world collapses around me when I see an open window. No. Why? How did he find out? Did I leave some clue in here? Had he already known? Was it something I... It was something I said. I rubbed my forehead, feeling the stupidest I've ever felt in my life.
Good going, Nick. You fucking idiot. You let your guard down, and this is what happens. Just as it was getting good too. Fuck.
Then I breathe, resisting the urge to destroy something. I shake it off. It doesn't matter. He was going to find out eventually. It's fine. We love each other. We had a wonderful night. Nothing will change that. I step into the bathroom, surveying the scene. Did he run out in only a towel? He was that desperate, huh? Poor thing. He's terrified. I would never hurt you, Richie. You should know that. Oh, gosh. Okay, wait, hold up a second. I'm just gonna do a jump cut real quick. Okay, he's in a towel. My god. At least you have the decency. But honestly, I'm gonna say this is actually very intimidating. Like, freaking red in his eyes, that is very intimidating. I honestly kind of reminds me of the Joker a little bit. I look into the mirror, running my hand through my disheveled hair. Disheveled hair. I won't let you get away. We're meant to be together. This is only proving it. I've been worked this hard for this long to let you get away. You can't defeat me, Richie. You never will. Because you're mine. It's why we both have a superpower. Even the universe agrees. We're bonded, whether it be by fate or some cosmic force. There's the reason that our mouths fit so well together. Why I fill you so perfectly. You're mine and I'm yours. I'll hunt you down to the ends of the earth if I have to. I've gotten a taste that I can never go back on how things were before. I'm never letting you go. You're never going to live a life without me in it. You'll never know peace unless you surrender yourself to me. I love you. I said it. You said it. I know you love me too. Why should such a little thing get between us? We're simply being tested. That's fine. We can survive even this. I want you. I need you. I love you. I'm yours, villain, criminal, devil, or otherwise. You have a responsibility to the city, to me. You can't run away forever. Just be mine. I'll fight for us, tooth and nail. You realize that it isn't so easy. I'm only Kronos because you're Oracle.
One cannot exist without the other. That's why I became Kronos. For you.
Oh, dude. Wait, the end? That's it? Oh my god. Okay, you know what? I was not expecting that to actually be the actual ending. Okay, well, that was kind of amazing. Thank you for playing. Oh damn! I was actually hoping there'd be more to this story. Well then, I think this is gonna do it for this video for now. So, thank you guys so much for watching this video. Be sure to leave a like, comment what you think, share this video with your friends, and be sure to subscribe, click the bell so you don't miss a single notification, and let me know what game you want me to see me play next on the channel. I'll see all of you in the next video. Goodbye.
You say you wanna try, but you never do. Sugar, there's a